Hey everybody, this is Andrew. I'm going to do a quick run through of the rules for Perudo. You should have been given a cup with 5 dice along with every other player getting the same. Shake your cup at the beginning of each round, flip it upside down, and then peek at your dice, but don't let anybody else see. We're going to go ahead and look at what I rolled right now. A 1, a 2, 2 4s, and a 6. Right now there are 15 dice, and the objective of Perudo is to not lose your dice. The last person with dice in the game wins. The way this works is a player will make a bid, and each subsequent player in turn will either raise the bid or say "Dudo," meaning I don't think you have what you bid. When somebody says "Dudo," all players lift their cups. We count dice to see who won the bid, and whoever lost loses a die and then starts the next round. So, in this case, green might say, there are 5 4s. In Perudo, 1s are wild, meaning 2 things. First, you cannot start if you're the first player of a round, bidding 1s. And second, when we say 5 4s, we're actually saying between all the cups and all the dice, there are 5 4s and or 1s. So if green says 5 4s, the first thing blue could do is say "Dudo," which we'll talk about later. Or they could raise the value. So from 5 4s, they could say 5 5s or 5 6s. The next thing they could do is raise the number of dice bid and change the value to whatever they want. So they could say 6 2s or 7 5s. Anything above 5, they can change that value to whatever they want. The second player and onward can also bid 1s, and the way they do that is divide the number that the previous player bid in half, round it up, and bid that in 1s or more. So if green said 5 4s, blue could say 3 1s or 4 1s or 5 1s, etc. If red's going to follow up and blue bid 3 1s, red can increase the number of 1s bid to 4 1s or 5 1s, or they can double whatever number of 1s was bid, add 1 to that number, and bid anything they want. So 3 would double to 6, plus 1 is 7, and red could bid 7 2s, 7 4s, etc. Or more, they could say 9 4s. So let's say that red did say 9 4s, and green says "Dudo." Green is saying, I don't think that there are 9 4s under all of our cups, including 1s, which are wild. We can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4s. So in that case, red would lose a dice, and then they would start the next round. Again, they could bid anything they want except 1s. This would continue until one player goes down to 1 dice, and then they get a special round before they go out, or the game continues as normal. In this round, they shake their dice, and so does everybody else like normal, but for 1 round only, when somebody gets down to 1 dice, 1s are not wild. This player is called a Politico, meaning they only have 1 dice, and when whatever number they start with, so for example, if this person bid 5s, which does not need to match what they actually rolled, nobody else can change it, and 1s aren't wild. So if green said 3 5s, the only thing blue could bid would be 4 5s or 5 5s, or say "Dudo." If blue also only had 1 dice, though, and green said 3 5s, blue could say 3 6s, because they're also a Politico. Again, this continues until somebody does not have dice, and then they're out of the game. The other players also continue until everybody but 1 player is out of dice. That player wins the game. And that is Perudo.